NFL all-day NFTs on the Flow blockchain and why it might be time to start listing your moments and sell, sell, sell. When Lambo, I'm such a degen. Welcome to Degenny from the blockchain, where we DeFi logic, and in this episode, we're going over the NFL all-day project built on the Flow blockchain and why it might be time to sell all of your NFTs. So if we get into it here, NFL all day is basically it's a Web3 fantasy game basically where there's moments of major players to non-major players in the NFL season that it looks like this. We just take Gus Edwards. You see, this is a common player. It's just a player amount. You see Series 2 base. That's not really that good. You have a common.Re's 10,000 of these things, but it's basically video clips that are licensed by NFL all day and and they live on the Flow blockchain. And you can do things like over here in the corner, if you click on this, these are playbooks, and you can do challenges and whatnot by owning certain moments, or when the season comes around, the NFL season, you'll have basically a roster that you build of NFTs that you've either purchased or got in a pack when you go to buy a pack, and you play fantasy football essentially with those players. But you see here this Gus Edwards example. It's a Series 2, so this was from the second series that they rolled out. And I have hold a bunch of Series 1s, and they're not even highly priced right now. But this is just a base. Comes from like a base pack. It's not like a special like AFC wildcard playoff pack or something like that. It's just like a standard player melt. So that just goes to show you what they are. But why might it be time to sell? So when I first got into this with Moby Moonman back in, it was about a year ago. It was the summer or early summer of 2022, and we were buying up all these packs, and the fantasy portion of NFL All Day was about to kick off, pun intended, and in the marketplace was about to be listed there that you just saw, where you can buy and sell these moments that you've been gathering for the past few months in these packs that you rip. And it was pretty cool, or mint, I should just say. It was pretty fun. And there was all this hype and buildup leading to this marketplace launch where you could finally buy and sell. And if anybody remembers Top Shot, NBA Top Shot, there was a lot of money to be made there too. And that, I believe that was basically just the year before or something like that. So here comes the 2022 NFL season, and I listed all my moments, but I listed them too high because my theory was that, look, you have every NFL team is undefeated basically. They're 0-0. Everybody has a clean slate. All the fan bases are hyped up that their team is going to make the Super Bowl. Even if you have a bad team and it, it's still fun. You still get the hype of the NFL season kickoff. So there was that. And then number 3, you had basically every fantasy owner around the world in fantasy is also on the same boat. They feel like they have the best team. They're 0-0. They haven't incurred any injuries yet. They haven't incurred any horrible beats. So everybody's pumped up and they want to play this fantasy game, and all the fan bases are hyped up for their season. So I thought that after week 1, there wouldn't be much hype anymore for Flow on the Flow blockchain, this NFL all day project. And I was right, because after the first couple weeks of the season, all the value just started to go down, 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 and it tanked by mid-season. And I thought maybe we'd see another pump up for the playoffs, but that never happened either. So where are we now? We're in August, and training camp has started. The first preseason games are right around the corner. And what do we have? We have NFL all day possibly getting the same hype that it did a year ago around this time, and let that be a sell signal for you. There's this website called Own the Moment. It's otmnft.com, and I'll link this in the description below. But this basically, if you see, all the projects built by Dapper Labs, I should say, is part of this website. And it basically is your own coin gecko of sorts for this ecosystem, where you can track all of your moments and what they're valued at currently. So you have, hoops, NBA Top Shot, Rainmakers. There's Jolly Jokers NFTs, a Rumble game that utilizes your NFL NFTs. And here I am under NFL all day, and I just go to my collection and I sort by true value. And I don't know how they get this true value, but I trust it. It's basically the true value of what your NFT is worth right now. And as you can see, I have Josh Gordon, serial number 1 of 10,000. It's just a common, and he doesn't play in the NFL anymore, but it is a series 1, as you see. Well, you can't see my cursor, but if you look under Josh Gordon's name, it's S1, that's series 1, and the serial number is 1. So I can set the market price, and I have it listed for $3,000 right now, and it's only worth 152 because I missed the hype. And I got this a few weeks into the season in a pack that I bought. But anyway, if you look down here, it shows your true value of each moment that you have. And we're going to go through how to list one of these moments so you can make sure that you sell this moment and be ready. Because there is, again, there's the hype of the beginning of the NFL season that I believe won't be as great as last year, because last year was the first season for NFL all day in their fantasy game. But maybe there'll be some hype still. And it can always happen fast in Web3 and crypto and blockchain. Things just tend to shoot up and then come right back down. Just look at the meme coins. So let's pick one, and I'll show you how to list, because I'm going to list all my moments. And my theory here is I won't list, or I have Josh Gordon listed, as I mentioned, but we'll just pass that for now. My theory here is that the true value, I could list it. Let's say Jalen Phillips here, a rare. There's only 699. The true value is $83, and if you see right here, and I might just list that for 100. So well, let's do that. So the thought process for me is take the true value and ride a little bit of the potential hype up to a little bit higher value, and set the sell price at that. Because even if there is not as much hype leading into the NFL season, there still could be challenges that say, have a player from the Miami Dolphins who had a sack, and get 5 points or whatever, or 5 yards towards your playbook. And if Jalen Phillips had a sack, people might be after that one. And then if there's a tag on it that it's rare, that you need a rare, definitely people will be after this NFT, right? So all of a sudden that $100 is the true value at that point, and I'll already have it listed and ready to go for somebody to swallow that up, and I won't be late to the sell party, right? So my goal is to list all of my moments here at a little bit higher price than where they are at right now. So let's do it. Let's find Jalen Phillips, and let's just sell this for $99, and I'll show you how to do that right now. So we're back here in the marketplace. We'll go to my collection, top of the screen, and we will filter by Jalen Phillips. Here we are. Apply filters. Degenny from the blockchain, that's right. So here's my rare Jalen Phillips. I can click on it, and it has 3 badges too. Oh, there you go. So right above my name here, Degenny from the blockchain, owned by, right under read more, you'll see 3 badges. R stands for rookie year. A star is a rookie mint. And the green arrow is an all-day debut. So also a theory, excuse me, is that the more badges your NFT has, the more in demand it might be at a certain point. So we'll easily just click list for sale. The low ask you see is 83, and that was the true value. The average sale is 135, and I believe that was probably around the hype of some point last season. In the top sale, it was 4,000, but that's pretty cool that they show you some metrics. But you can always check out the marketplace and see what people are buying it for right now. But like I said, I'm just going to say $100, but you know how we always go a little bit below our expectations to make sure that it hits, or that we're not front run. We want to be the front runners. How about that? Let's put $99. You see there's a little marketplace fee of $4.95. So we'll net $94.05 and you just list it for sale. There's going to be a, I don't know if you can see it here, but there's a pop-up that I'm clicking on that just wants me to confirm the sale list. I just click confirm and you'll see it change right here. And within what, a span of 15, 20 seconds, you can list your NFT, basically like placing a limit sell. Right now, if you were in a crypto coin, that's pretty much what this is. We're going to try to catch the hype of the beginning of the NFL season and list all of our assets because I just don't have time with a family and a baby and full-time job. I don't really have time to spend in NFL all day. So better I just cash out some money here as we hopefully ride the hype of the NFL season. So kickoff of the NFL season. So that's it. I'll leave a link of NFL All Day and Own the Moment in the description below if you want to get into this. It's on the Flow blockchain. One last thing I can go over is it's still going. I'm sorry. So I'll pause and then wait for this to finish up. So there you go, listed for $99. And another thing I can go over is you see if you look at the top next to rare, it says Series 1 in the trenches. And I mentioned how, you know, a base series is just kind of just like a regular base pack. In the trenches was a specific, you know, pack that you bought, presumably of, you know, defensive players, let's say, or specifically defensive linemen. So that's another part of the playbook here that sometimes they'll ask like, you know, extra bonus yards to reach your 100 yards if you have, you know, a rare in the trenches, you know, defensive lineman or something. So then all of a sudden, Jalen Phillips and a few other NFTs might pump up in value. So it's really interesting to see how these things fluctuate throughout the season, depending on the demand and what you know, challenges there are. But you can't win, or you can't, I'm sorry, you can't realize your profit if you don't have your moment listed on the marketplace. And I just showed you how to do that. And one final thing, if you go to your profile in the top right corner, you can go to your Dapper wallet and it'll show you, you know, if I were to sell this, I would have $99 or $94 minus the fee in my Dapper balance. And what I could do is accept that in Flow and just put it right into my Flow wallet and stake it or whatever. Or I could just cash out in cash straight to my bank. So that's the pretty cool thing about this. You know, this is what I mean with like use case applications that are built on blockchain. You don't really know you're interacting with the blockchain aside from you see like the window that pops up that says we're finalizing your transaction. So this could be mainstream. Certainly, if this is the future of fantasy sports, people will love to play this, right? You would imagine. So it's pretty cool that you can cash out in crypto or just Flow in this example, or just take it in cash when you withdraw your Dapper balance. So pretty cool stuff. And I do like Own the Moment and how it integrates, you know, all of your NFTs as if they're coins on CoinGecko, and it shows you their true value. You know, it shows you what you bought them for, the value that has gone up or down in a certain time period. It's pretty neat. And you know, if you click on one, I just clicked on Josh Gordon. It actually has kind of like a chart, and you can do like a year to date, you know, an all chart and all things like that. But as you can see, you know, when these things were pumping, yeah, like this was listed initially, I guess February, right, and then it just dropped in value and stayed there. But um, then it depends on, you know, which serial number you have. But I guess if you just take Baker Mayfield, for example, you might see more of a, yeah, more fluctuation because he was actually playing in season, and you can see the value of where some of these things were when the season came along. Let's see, this is year to date, so January, July. Well, we're missing the whole season here. Well, anyway, yeah, obviously you can just see how much it dropped off. So that's my point, is to make sure you catch some of the pumps that go into the season. If you don't have time to spend here or any need for NFL all day, but you're holding these moments from NFL all day, make sure to list them on the marketplace like I just showed you. And will there be hype? Let me know in the comments below. I think there will be some hype leading into the season over the next month, but I think it will drop off again just like it did last season. So make sure you have your moments on the marketplace ready to go and sell for when that hype happens. You want to be early, you don't want to be late, and you don't want to be the one that's trying to catch up. But that's just my blockchain reaction. That's what I'm doing. What are you going to do with your NFL all day moments? Let me know in the comments below. But always do your own research, because this is not financial advice. It's just my blockchain reaction. Thank you for watching. Hey, thank you for watching to the very end. And before you go, please subscribe to the channel, crank up that like button, drop a comment and share the video. If you want to join me on the VEUIT platform, the Web3 streaming platform, I'm going to migrate all my content over there and create new content on the blockchain. My referral link is in the description below.